Hi, and welcome into Davenport, Iowa here. St. Ambrose University here in this one as your Lynx are in town here today. Taking on, again, the Fighting Bees of St. Ambrose. And Adam Hoffman, Nick Jackson alongside with you here in this one. It's going to be a good one here today. The Lynx come in. After a great game on senior night, taking it on Lindenwood Belleville, won 177 in that contest, and 4 seniors on that contest as well. Again, they also picked up their 20th win of the season, so a little bit of a double-double type of special night there for the guys as well. Also riding a 6-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest, taking on the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees, who are 16-10. However, though, but we cannot overlook them, though, Adam, just because of the fact that they're 11-7 in conference, tied for 4th in the Chicagoland, and only 3 games back of Olivet, who's leading the way right now at 14-4. So, and as I was talking to someone earlier here at the arena, if they can get a couple more wins here, preferably the one here today against the Lynx, they're looking at maybe hosting one of those home court advantage in that tournament for them as well. So a lot on the line here tonight for both squads.
Yeah, definitely a lot on the line. I mean, we can't compete in the postseason, but we want to make a statement here in our first year. I mean, we got to 20 wins, so I'd say that's a pretty successful season. And for St. Ambrose, like you said, they're fighting to get back into the top of the conference. So that's definitely what they want to try to do here. They want to get the win. They want to try to get like a little bit of an edge over Olivet because we beat them at their home place.
Now, looking at the last game against Lindenwood Belleville, what a great way to go out in the Jack D. Nutt Arena here for the season by putting up the only 100-point game that we've seen so far out of this guy's team here in this one. But one thing that really stood out to me the most, though, in that contest, Trayvon Tyler finished with 25. Darnell Latham Jr. only 22, and I say only 22 just because of the fact that the man had 20 at halftime, and he could only get 2 more points in the second half. I know he did sit a lot more in that second half, along with Trayvon as well. But, however, though, how do you have 20 points and a half, hit 6 threes in that half as well, and then still couldn't get anything going in the second?
I think, he sits for a while. He starts out the half, and then I think that's when he got his points is right at the beginning, and then, left, just kind of sat him, got the other guys some reps. So, I'm not, disappointed or anything. I'd like to see him, go for a little bit more than that, but, he wowed us in the first half, so, it opened up the lead so big for us, so we didn't need him to score that much in the second half.
I completely agree with you there, and you definitely don't want to run up the score. That's not what Coach Lepp is all about here in this one. However, though, I just was sitting there thinking, you have 20 points at halftime, you only missed 2 or 3 shots maybe before you went into halftime, and then you only come out with 2 in the second half. I feel like Darnell Latham's one of those quiet guys where if he could do that both halves, he could easily have 40-plus in a single game. However, Trayvon the same way. He had 18 at halftime and only finished with 25. So, and you can see how this team is really kind of starting to fare out. However, though, Julian Powell did have a double-double, 15 and 13 with 4 blocks on that side of things here in this one. But let's take a look at the last time St. Ambrose traveled down to, again, Lincoln College here in this one. It was a tough game. Again, the first half did not go the Lynx way at all in that contest. I believe they only scored 23 points in that first half, so a much different first half than it was in the second half. But the Lynx somehow, some way pull out a victory and win 83-65 on their home floor. Adam, I know you have the stat sheet right in front of you. You got a lot of things circled here. What do you see?
Oh, well, Trayvon Tyler led the way for us with 24 and 4 assists. So, he did a pretty good job. But J.J. Turner comes off the bench, has 17 points for us, so that really does help. But Julian Powell played 35 minutes, had 12 rebounds, only 6 points. So it's definitely going to have to be a bigger impact on the offensive end if you're Mr. Powell here in this game.
I couldn't agree with you more here in this one as well. You look at that first half, they only shot 30% as a team in that first half, did the Lynx. 0.08 from behind the arc, but the second half, a much different story. Over 73% on both the field and from behind the three-point line. Even better from the free throw line if you want to count that. I know it's just 6, however, but still counting it in this one. But you can see a much different second half in that one. Why do you think that was? Was it something that maybe St. Ambrose broke down defensively, or was the Lynx just shooting the ball particularly well that night?
I think we came out and we played a little better in that second half, definitely. We shot the ball a lot better. It seems like they were getting a lot better shots. St. Ambrose, they're going to play a zone, so it allows us to shoot more threes. Actually, their opponents have outshot them every game from the three this season. So They're definitely a team that gives up a lot of threes, but a lot of teams don't make a ton of threes against them. So, we're going to have to make some shots here tonight.
And let's take a look now at St. Ambrose. They're coming off a win as well in their last contest against Cardinal Stretch, who the Lynx beat by 30 or 40 earlier in the season. And a little St. Francis round robin up there. However, though, Cardinal Stretch took a tough loss the other night, 66-61 here to the Fighting Bees. However, though, St. Ambrose, they trailed by 5 at halftime in that contest and kind of came back and won in that one. Adam, do you think it's because of the fact that this team, they only make you have really one offensive possession per contest, or coming down the floor per possession, because this is a team that comes in and total defensive rebounds, they come in averaging 30 per contest here. They definitely keep the offense off the glass here in this one. How are they going to have to do that well here today to keep Julian Powell, maybe J.J. Turner, some of the bigs for Lincoln like that off the glass?
Yeah, Julian Powell had 4 offensive rebounds the first time we played these guys, and J.J. only had 2, and no one else really had any other offensive rebounds. So, to allow 6 offense, I think, they gave up 9 offensive rebounds in the whole game, and we gave up 11. So, we got to be better on not letting them get as many rebounds as we do. We have to win the rebounding battle, definitely. And we didn't really do that last game. The last time we played them, we lost the rebounding battle 36-28. So, we got to box out. We got to get bodies inside, got to crash hard to the paint.
And we'll see what happens here in this one, just about a minute away here before we get to the starting lineups in this one. Again, Adam, real quick here, who do you got in the player to watch for in tonight's contest?
I think it's Julian Powell. I think he's going to have a big game for us to come out on top. And really for the Fighting Bees, I think John Kerr, he coming off, he has 15 and 9 he's averaging 15 and 8 rebounds this season, and he's coming off like a 28-point game against Cardinal Stretch. So he's going to have a good game if they want to come out with a win here tonight.
John Kerr is a good pick there, 27 and 11 in that contest, coming off of a double-double.
But the thing is, he only had 4 points against us the first time, so he's definitely looking for redemption against us.
I'm actually going to stay with the hot hand here in this one. I'm going to go with Latham Jr. in this one. Hopefully he can have a much better second half in that contest as well here in this one. As, again, we're getting the last official words here before we get to the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, though, don't go anywhere here in this one. The Lynx starting lineup coming your way next right here on Lincoln College Men's Basketball.
All right, listen up, maggots, because I got something to say that you need to hear. It's for every man 18 through 25. You want to live in my United States? Then you've got to register with Selective Service. Fact is, you must register before you can qualify for student loans, most federal jobs, or job training. So go online at sss.gov or go to any post office. Wait a minute, you did it already? Outstanding! You've earned my respect.
Our military service members volunteer to protect us in the most dangerous places around the world. They step up. And when they are severely ill or injured, returning to their families is only the beginning of their long road home. Wounded Warrior Project provides these brave men and women whatever they need to continue their fight for independence at no cost for life. So now it's time for a grateful nation to step up. Join us at findwwp.org.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom now.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but Miss Araceli, she gave me direction.
At age 47, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We're back here on, again, 89X here in this one in the Lee Lohman Arena here, the home of the Fighting Bees. In this one at the University of St. Ambrose in Davenport, Iowa. A little bit of a drive here in this one, but we came all this way to see a basketball game. Now let's meet the starting lineups here.
Yeah, for for us, nothing has changed. It's the same as always. You got number 0, LJ Johnson, number 1, Montez Trumbull, number 2, Trayvon Tyler, number 12, Darnell Latham Jr., and, of course, the big man, Julian Powell. He wears number 21.
And now let's meet the starting lineup here for the home team on the scoreboard in the Fighting Bees.
Yeah, for the Fighting Bees, like you said, you have number 10, Dylan Karzamek. Number 14, Jalen Jones. He can really shoot the 3-ball pretty well. We got to watch out for him. And number 24, Ben Scholes. Number 25, John Kerr, as I mentioned in the pregame, averaging 15 and 8. And then his counterpart, number 33, Warren Allen, who's also averaging 15 points and 7 rebounds. So definitely guys that we got to look out for on the floor.
Couldn't agree with you more. Again, I did not pick a player to watch for them, and I would have had to gone with in number 33 and Allen. Here in this one, I do, like you just mentioned, just because of the fact that he's going to be the inside presence for Julian Powell here tonight. And Julian, he had his way the first go-around, but I don't think Allen's that type of player that's going to let that happen twice here in this one. So look for him to have a big game for St. Ambrose here in this one. They will be in their home white uniforms, and the Lynx in the road black. And Trayvon Tyler, LJ Johnson, Powell already set to go here in this one. They're ready to go here in this one. Now, Adam, talk to me here a little bit. How important is a good start here on the road? We've seen this Lynx team a much better road team sometimes than they are playing at home.
Yeah, I think they thrive on the opposing crowd. Definitely Trayvon does. And I think other guys on our team, too, like LJ, I think he can have a big game if the crowd is really hounding him. So he can definitely get a good scoring night going if someone's hounding him on the opposing team. Another guy you got to look out for St. Ambrose, I didn't really even mention him, but Jake Meeske had 14 points against us the first time he played at the Jack D. Nutt Arena.
And we're set for the tip, and it goes right into the hands of Darnell Latham Jr. About ran into the official here, but we have the backcourt violation already in this one because Latham Jr. stepped across the line trying to feed Tyler back behind it. I know the official might have gotten in the way there, but it was the right call.
Yeah, it was kind of something that you didn't think they'd really call just because it was so close to the start of the game, but yeah, I think it definitely was the right call there.
So St. Ambrose will now have their first possession here in this one as Allen with it now. He'll hand it right back off here to Kerr as he goes to the corner in Jones. Jones back to the top of the key, but stolen away by Tyler. A one-on-one fast break. Here comes Johnson and Latham. He'll bounce pass to Latham Jr. running the floor, and he'll lay it up and in.
It's really good there to see Trayvon Tyler not just taking himself right there. I mean, he could have easily powered right through the defense there, but, he kind of slows the pace a little bit, sees Latham coming in for the cut, and gets it to him.
As Jared Allen lost control of it driving baseline, Warren Allen, as he will lose it and go out of bounds. Turnover here by St. Ambrose as the Lynx going to get the ball right back. 2-0 lead here for the Lynx. They have the basketball. Crumble now with it. Hands it right back off to Tyler. He's looking right as he's on the right wing. Tyler now to Latham Jr. at the free throw line, trying to drive in left side lane. Nice power dribble there, but it might have been blocked by Allen, but Powell there to clean it up.
Yeah, just a nice play there from Powell, just always cleaning up the offensive glass. He's always going to compete on the glass like that. That's exactly what you want to see from the big man.
Jones with it now over, I believe that is Kerr down low. It is working on Powell back to the top of the key, swinging it around. Here is St. Ambrose in this one as Kazmarek cannot hit the three, but the cleanup on the other end, I believe that was Allen down low who got it the putback. So 4-2 now.
Yeah, Powell's got to get a better box out right there. He just way too easy there for Kerr down low to get that bucket off the rebound.
Tyler down low to Crumble, who takes a baseline jumper, no good. Powell with the offensive rebound, back out to Latham Jr. Did not hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset as Latham Jr. takes a step back. Three from the corner, no good. Not the same type of start he had the other day. 4-2 here as Scholes now has it stripped away there from Powell. Now to Crumble. Crumble on the fast break has LJ Johnson running the floor with him. Nice Euro step there, but cannot finish. That ball's tipped right into the hands of Jones. Here comes St. Ambrose. A bounce pass on the break. There's Allen tried to go up for the slam, but Latham Jr. read it all the way. Bats it out of bounds to stop the fast break, and the Bees will inbound underneath their own basket.
Yeah, if Latham doesn't come up with that little poke ball right there, that's going to be a dunk there for Warren Allen. So good defense there by Latham Jr. just to get back and just stop the play.
Jones bounce passes one into Kerr, catch and shoot right off the inbound. No good. Might have just hit the front of the rim, but right into the hands of Tyler. Tyler going to take a contested jumper just inside the three-point line from the top of the key. No good, and St. Ambrose pulls down the board, and that is Scholes.
Yeah, Julian Powell did get kind of hit in the mouth there on that last play by Kerr on accident, so I think he appears to be okay, so he'll stay in the game, though.
As Jones knocks down the three right there. Here come the Lynx back in transition. 5-4 lead for St. Ambrose now as L.J. Johnson about loses control of it. And then a missed pass there from Tyler hits off the official and out of bounds. The official is still part of the in-play part of the game, and so talk to us a little bit about that pass.
Yeah, he threw it. It kind of slipped out of his hand there. L.J. Johnson's kind of trying to give it back to Trayvon, set up the offense, but slipped out of his hand. Like I said, he needs to make the two-handed pass there, just make the smart pass, and that's really all that happened. It went off the official and went out of bounds.
Merrick now to Kerr. Kerr looking in the left side corner here for Scholes. Give and go with Kerr. Down low to Jones, and he'll lay it up and in on the right side. What a pass there from Kerr to find his man.
Yeah, it was a nice pass there. Just to find an open man under the basket, they get an easy layup.
And Latham Jr. down low to Powell. Powell working on Kerr and trying to dribble into his left, turn around right hand hook. No good as St. Ambrose pulls down the board. Kazmarek check now with it to Allen. Allen they're going to say it was a three. No good, but an offensive rebound from Kerr. 10-foot baseline jumper, and that one goes in as well. Make it 9-4 in favor of the Bees here in this one.
Yeah, we need to get better on just not giving them as many open looks. That was a nice open look there from Kerr, and he makes them pay. But on the other end, you get Latham Jr. driving baseline. Nice little reverse layup there.
Jr. with the up and under move right there. Cuts the back to 3. 9-6 still in favor of the Bees here in this one. As Jones give and go with Kerr in the right side corner. A lot of bodies standing there. Bad pass, but still somehow does find Scholes. Back to Allen. To Scholes. He'll hand it off. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Swinging it to the left in, looks like Kazmarek. Now to Kerr. Kerr right just past the three-point line. No good as it's rebounded by Crumble. Here he comes on the fast break with L.J. Johnson just inside the right wing. Pull-up jumper, and he knocks it down in transition.
Nice little pull-up there from L.J. You like to see him take those nice little mid-range shots like that. If they're going to give it to him, that's a pretty good option to have kind of on the fast break like that.
9-8 the score. Lynx back within 1. Bees with the basketball and the lead as they bounce past one down low to Kerr. Kerr, their double team spins baseline. Give and go with Allen. Count the basket and the foul as Allen was bumped on the way up. So he'll go to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. As the foul is going to be picked up on L.J. Johnson. Here comes Tyrone Wright and J.J. Turner into the ball game as Powell and Johnson will take a seat.
Number 42, Tom Kazanecki.
And here comes also number 42, Tom Kazanensky, into the ball game as well. He came in for Kerr. And also, I believe, Jake Miski checked in for his first minutes of the night as well. Allen does make the free throw as here comes Michael Williams into the game for St. Ambrose for Allen. As in a lot of substitutions here, they lead at 12-8 on their home floor here so far with 15 and a half minutes remaining. Tyler walking it up the floor, goes to the left wing in Latham Jr. He's going to drive baseline up and under move. It was there, but again, just a little too hard on that one as he cannot get it to go. Here comes Miski now with it. Over to Williams. Williams stops his dribble at the top of the key. Here comes the double team on Kuzminski. Now, Miki now has it. Takes a step back here to Karzynski, and he cannot hit that mid-range jumper. Saved into the hands of Crumble from going out of bounds as he pulls down the board. Latham Jr. now with it. Give and go with Turner. Turner thought about trying to drive in. Instead, Tyler will take the three from the left wing, and he'll hit nothing but net as we're back to within one. 12-11 in favor of St. Ambrose. But, again, you can hear Trayvon Tyler in the background right there as he came flying out of nowhere to get Jake Miski to pick up his dribble, and the Lynx going to get the ball right back.
Yeah, it was a nice play there. And just, give us a new possession on the offensive end, maybe take the lead here. But what we got to do really on the offensive end is be patient. We were patient on that last play there. We didn't try to just force anything inside you. We swing it around the perimeter. We get the open three there from Trayvon. So it's a good offensive play there from the Lynx.
And DeAndre Freeman checked in for Latham Jr., number 12, here for the Lynx. As right now to Tyler. Tyler back to Turner at the top of the key. Looking for Crumble. Instead, he's going to drive in. Puts one up off the glass. A little bit out of control there. Almost got his own rebound, though. Instead, right into the hands of Karnensky here in this one. Here comes the Ambrose. St. Ambrose back the other way quickly as Miski almost lost it over his head. Does regain control, though. Hands it off now to Kazmarek. Karnensky now with it. Miski. Started by Crumble. to Allen. Bounce pass down low underneath. Karnitsky right there to finish it up on the left side of the paint. And he lays it up and in. 14-11 now. Freeman trying to go coast to coast. And he cannot put one up off the glass on the right side. Rebounded by St. Ambrose. Here they come back the other way. They lead by 3. 14-11. 13:40 remain here in this first half. There's Marichek now to Kaninsky. Back to Miski. Over to Jones, who just checked back in for the 3, and he knocks it down as well. 17-11 now in favor of St. Ambrose. Here with the first 7 minutes going by, Tyler takes a step back 3 from the left wing. Hits high off the rim and no good. Rebound here by St. Ambrose.
Yeah, we need to get a better shot on the offensive end. You need to try to, pass the ball just a little bit more to see if we can get an more open shot.
And Jones took the 3, no good there, but they do get the offensive rebound, however, St. Ambrose does, as they'll have a fresh 30 here in this one. Now Williams with it at the top of the key. Swinging now to the right side corner. Kaminsky giving back to Williams, who leaves it all alone and wide open for an easy layup right there. 19-11 now in favor of the Bees.
Yeah, we might need a timeout here, just talk things over. It's just not looking good for us on the defensive end. We just need to switch something up just a little bit.
Couldn't agree with you more here. Tyrone Wright from downtown, no in and out. Goes that 3 from the top of the key, and it's one and done yet again here for the Lynx. They trail 19-11 with 12.5 minutes remaining in this first half. As I believe that was Miski down low to Karnitsky, who takes a contested jumper by Freeman. No good. Short Turner with the rebound. Outlet now to Tyler. Tyler looked like he had a body, but instead they no-call it on Kuzmarchek. Instead, he'll find Turner, and Turner will lay it up and in. Adam, you saw that last play. Foul, no foul?
It looked like there was some body contact. Buddy went straight up with it, so I think it was the right call. Just no call, but good there for Trayvon Tyler. Stay with the play. You're going to get rewarded there. Maybe you get the assist right there to Turner.
Miski out of Smarachek. It looks like Williams was way off on the 3. It hit the side of the backboard, but he gets his own miss. As now Miski will show him how it's done as he knocks down the 3 from the right wing right there. 22-13, a 9-point lead now here for St. Ambrose as Tyler up and under move there, but was fouled this go around. So he went straight coast to coast there. He will go to the line here for 2 opportunities. And that one's actually going to go on Tom Karnitsky here, and this one his first, team's first as well. And again, 22-13 lead here for St. Ambrose early with Trayvon Tyler at the free throw line. He does knock down the first. Here comes L.J. Johnson. Julian Powell back into the contest here for Crumble and Wright, along with Alex Portwood checked in here for St. Ambrose. And the Lynx know him all too well as well. 2 years at Lincoln Land Community College, so he's seen the Lynx a time or two.
Yeah, definitely has. And he's probably sick of us by now because he thought, getting away from the NJCAA coming here, and then he probably never thought he'd see us again. We're kind of far away for this kind of play.
Tyler does knock down both free throws, 22-15 now, as Latham Jr. goes back to the scores table. He'll check in at the next whistle. Berninsky now hands it off to Miski to the corner, and Portwood. Give and go with Portwood as well, and that was Karnitsky. Now Miski trying to drive in, right side lane, drives baseline, and draws contact here in this one as they're going to put the foul on J.J. Turner. So that'll be his first, team second, as it'll put Miski at the line here for 2 shots.
I mean, it was kind of minimal contact right there, but I think JJ kind of swatted down right there. So even though he didn't make contact with Miski, I think it was just the fact that he swatted down like that. He could have hit someone. I think that's really what the foul was. It was more of a kind of a scare there from the referee.
Tyler checks out for Latham Jr. as he knocks down both of them. It's back to a 9-point lead here for the Bees on their home floor. 11-11 left to play here in this first half. Hopefully that's a sign of good luck to come once we saw the 11-11 mark, as we have a foul going against St. Ambrose. It looks like Jake Miski will pick it up. His first, team second here in this one. Here comes John Kerr back into the game.
Yeah, for St. Ambrose, they need to get John Kerr back in the game. I mean, they still have a pretty comfortable lead, but they have to keep building it on us because we can turn it on at any point and get right back in this game. So they need to get points, as many as they can.
Latham Jr. now with it. He is fouled right before he passed that one away. And that was Isaiah Harvey, who also checked in. He'll pick up his first, team's third here in this one, as the Lynx set to inbound yet again. Latham Jr. will inbound to Freeman. Freeman bounce pass one to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing, drives baseline. Goes straight up with it. It looked like was Scholes, but the official disagrees. So that'll put L.J. Johnson now to the line as he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, L.J. just doing a good job just attacking the paint. It seemed like we didn't really have anything on the offensive end right there. So, just creating offense for himself, just trying to get to the free throw line, just get us some points.
L.J. Johnson knocks down the first one right there. And again, the student, or should I say the band section here for the Bees, trying to get it in his head just a little bit as he knocks down them both. That didn't work, but I do have to say, though, you mentioned it earlier, the band, they're wearing the pet band baseball jerseys they got going
like the classic, Sandlot kind of jerseys. They look pretty nice. They have bees on the front of them like that. They're looking pretty sharp for a band.
As that pass right there from Miski out of bounds, so it'll go back to the Lynx. Again, right there, they're going to have to find some spark of offense here. 24-17, 10.5 minutes remain here in this one. Here in this first half, as Freeman, Turner, Johnson, Latham Jr., and Powell on the floor here. Latham Jr. now with it. Give and go with Freeman. Freeman hands it back off to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing. He's going to pull up from way downtown, and it's in there for Johnson. A little far out for my liking, but he says, I got your back, man, no problem.
That was saucy right there. You kind of gave him a little hesitation dribble, and then going to give him a little bit of space, and he makes him pay there.
Kerr and this Bees team moving the ball around the perimeter. Miski now trapped with it down low to Portwood. Portwood makes Turner miss. Then I think loses the control of it, but they're going to say Powell stepped out on the baseline. So it'll stay with the Bees, though, however. But I believe Portwood did not see Powell coming from the help side defense.
Yeah, he faked. He faked J.J. Turner out of his shoes. He made him jump way up in the air, and you think he almost went under J.J., and then just had Powell coming back weak side, and then Powell kind of pokes the ball loose right there.
Allen checks back in here for the Bees, along with Tyler. So you inbound it right to him underneath the basket in the restricted area, and he just lays it up and in. You can't let him get that close to the basket like that.
It's way too easy there for Allen. Just no way he's not gonna finish that, as J.J. Turner gets a nice little finish there on the other end.
You can hear a lot of the Lynx fans here in this one. Mostly the bench wanted a foul. Did not get one, though, as, again, Kerr loses it out of bounds off of the official. They will say it stay with St. Ambrose as Powell knocked it away. Portwood set to inbound here right in front of us. 26-22 lead here for, again, the Bees of St. Ambrose, but here come the Lynx. Got it back to within 4. Portwood down low to Scholes. He's trying to back down his man, Latham Jr., as he goes to Portwood in the corner, makes one man miss, takes a step to his left, and knocks down the 3.
That was a nice move there from Portwood. Just got to get the shot fake, take one little dribble over, just drains the 3 from the corner. That's exactly what St. Ambrose needed right there.
29-22, 9 minutes left here in this first half. Powell down low, just backs down Kerr and just goes right through him and lays it up and in. Kerr had no match on that one.
Yeah, they seem to keep going through that. I mean, Kerr can't guard him down low. He can overpower basically anyone in the NAIA. So you got to just give him the ball to see what he can do down there. Until they stop it, you got to keep going to him.
Harvey give and go with Allen, but it was tipped out of bounds, and that's exactly what this Lynx team was talking about here on the way up here. Seems like they want to play a little bit more zone just because they can get a lot of their hands in the passing lanes. They're a long, lengthy type of team.
Yeah, very athletic team too, so it's like usually a zone kind of gives up a three-pointer, but if you have these kind of athletes on your team, they can cover so much ground that it's like you don't even give up open shots.
Allen's going to take a 3 just inside, or trying to get a foul off of Powell. However, though, he cannot. 29-24 as Latham Jr. pulls it down. Johnson now with it to Turner at the top of the key. He's driving in left side lane, and there's going to be a foul before the travel, says the official on the sideline, as the foul's going to go on Allen.
Even L.J. Johnson said travel right there. And I'm kind of surprised it wasn't called, but I think, yeah, he must have traveled just because of the contact right there. So they're going to give that foul to Allen.
29-24, Latham Jr. going to inbound underneath the Lynx basket. Back into the backcourt here for Tyler. Tyler with 17 on the shot clock, trying to drive in right side lane. Denied, though, by Kerr as it goes out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Lynx here with 13 on the shot clock. And maybe always watch for that Lincoln lob that they like to run so much. They throw it into Tyler, though, in the right side corner for three. No, Powell can't get the rebound as it goes into the hands of St. Ambrose. Here they come back the other way. Scholes now with it. He stops right at the top of the key, goes to Kerr on the right wing, down low to Allen. Allen trying to work in on Turner, turn around, right-hand hook over Turner, and that one falls. Good touch there from the big man.
Yeah, that's good. Nice little move there from Allen, just going right over J.J. Turner, basically going right at him. Turner going right back at Allen, though. You got to like the aggression there from J.J., just, saying, I can score down there, too. If you're going to score on me, I'm going to score on you on the other end.
However, though, Turner went coast to coast. Allen was already set down low, so I think you got to give that one to Turner right there as the big man showing a little bit more ball handling skills. As here comes Latham Jr. from behind the back of Allen. He steals it away. He's going to stop. No, give it down low to Johnson, who was running the floor with him, and he'll lay it up and in. 31-28 now with 7.5 still to play in this first half.
Got a nice little play there from Junior, going right back and just getting a loose ball, just poking it loose, and then not taking the shot, just gets it to an open man there.
Kerr with a contested jumper right there. Not a good shot there if you're the Bees as the Lynx pull down the board. Johnson to the left wing now here for Latham. Latham trying to feed Powell down low, working on Kerr. He had positioning instead. He will not try it. Not try to force one anyway. Now Tyler with it on the left wing. 10 seconds, gets the screen, goes to the right side of it at the top of the key, trying to kick it to the corner in Johnson, but they will say it was tipped. The first official had to look at the other official, didn't know if they even knew at the second, but L.J. Johnson showing him that it was off of St. Ambrose.
Yeah, Trayvon Tyler saying that he kind of got hit on that pass, and he just, saying he got hit on the wrist. That's why the pass looks so funny, but, they're not going to call that kind of weak of a foul.
Latham Jr. now can't take the mid-range jumper from the right wing. 31-28, under 7 minutes to play now here in this first half. St. Ambrose leading the way also with the basketball. Scholes, he's now on Tyler. And Allen has it at the top of the key, down low to Kerr, trying to give and go with him. He could not get it to go. Maybe wanted a foul there. Didn't get one, though. Here come the Lynx back the other way. Johnson driving into the lane, but we're going to have an offensive foul on L.J. Johnson, as I believe Kerr was the one that stepped in there and took the charge.
Actually, I know they're going to call a kind of a moving screen there on Julian Powell. I didn't quite see Powell in the play. I thought for sure he was going to be on L.J. Johnson because a guy just kind of fell right in front of him. But, they're going to give it to Powell.
Powell was still around mid-court when that happened. So it should be interesting to see where they go from here. 31-28, though, after the offensive foul. Now we got a foul away from the basketball going against the Lynx this go-around, and I believe that one's going to go on Tyler, as he must have been holding one of the St. Ambrose players trying to cut underneath the basket.
And once again, didn't see that much contact. I didn't see that much of a hold right there, just playing physical defense. So, you got to be careful if the officials, they're going to call it like this.
As Turner comes up with a steal right off the inbounds here in this one, 31-28. Here come the Lynx. Johnson just inside the three-point line on the right wing. No good. One and done yet again as Jones pulls down the board here for St. Ambrose. Now Johnson trying to make up for it on the other end. He gets a steal away from Miski. He's all alone. He's got Allen running the floor with him. Might have been bumped just a little bit, but again, good play there from Allen to not pick up the foul, but even better by L.J. Johnson to lay it up.
Yeah, L.J. Johnson, takes the kind of a very contested shot on the other end, going to get the steal and then go take a better shot there and get the open layup.
Kaminsky now with it. Back to Miski, who thought he missed it as he was going after his own rebound, but he knocked it in, though, however. 34-30 now in favor of the Bees. Here comes Tyler back the other way with 5.5 to play. They down low to Powell. Turn around, right-hand hook, count the basket and the foul, as I believe that one was Karninski that was down low trying to take a charge, but I don't even think the foul actually went on him and went on Kamerchek. Here in this one, that's going to be his first, team sixth, as that'll put Powell, our very best free throw shooter, unique shooter, I should say, at the free throw line.
Powell, I love the move there by Powell, the nice little spin move. I don't know, he's going to try to take a charge on that every time if you're the defense, but if you're Powell, you can't kind of fade away like that. I know he made it, but you'd like to see him just kind of go up strong right there, get the for sure layup instead of kind of the fadeaway jumper.
Works out in his favor, though. He picks up the extra point right there as he does knock down the free throw. Lynx back within one. 34-33, 5:15 left in this first half. Miski now with it back over to the top of the key here in Kamerchek. to Williams. Williams on the left wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. He's guarded by Tyler as he goes to Konensky down low, but it's stolen away by the Lynx yet again. And this is a team that can really get double digits in steals per contest. I think they're averaging almost 10, at least 9 for sure. As Tyler sees the lane, drives right through it, and puts it up and in off the glass. And it's got a timeout taken here by Ray Shalanaman in this one, as the Bees want to talk things over here, because all of a sudden the Lynx back to a 1-point lead, 35-34, thanks to Trayvon Tyler. Now, Adam, let's talk to me here just a little bit in this one. A rough start for the Lynx. Again, it all started with the backcourt violation on the first possession of the game. But since then, a little bit of a different story here late in the half.
Yeah, we started off the game really rough, like you said. I mean, I think we were down about 10, maybe 12 at one point, and then, we come back, storming back. We're stopping them on defense a lot better than we were at the start of the game, and, we're making shots now. And it seems like we're a completely different team as the one that's kind of started the game. But we dug ourselves such a big hole at the beginning. We're just slowly working our way back.
And I couldn't agree with you right there. Slowly working our way back here in this one. But don't count out St. Ambrose. They're still doing enough to where they're keeping themselves in this ball game and making us battle back.
Yeah, they're hitting shots definitely, and they always kind of sneak in there and get a wide open three. It seems like, and I don't see why. It seems like we're playing them so well, but they move the ball so well, so it's hard to defend.
Konensky give and go with again Kamerchek as he finds Jones down low. Here comes a double team between Powell and Tyler. As Tyler comes up with a steal right here. A 3-on-2 no-look pass with L.J. Johnson, who gets the finger roll to go right there. Almost wanted to come back out, but however, it does fall for L.J. Johnson. 37-34 lead now here for the Lynx as they're back up by 3. Again, very close first half here in this one. Just over 4 minutes remain in this first half. Williams now to Jones to the right wing now. Here in Kamerchek. Back to the top of the key here for Meeksky. No good. But Kamerchek with an offensive rebound and put back in as well. They'll make it now back within 1. 37-36. Now with 3:48 left to play in this first half.
You got to box out if you're Lynx. You cannot give them any other second possessions because they're going to make you pay on the offensive glass. They have a really nice down low players. Just come away with an empty one right there from Trayvon Tyler.
Tyler had put a lot of good moves on there, just couldn't get the basket to go, as, again, Kamerchek cannot get that one to go. Powell pulls down a huge board there, and finally, St. Ambrose one and done off the glass as Tyler with a nice little quarterback type of pass there to feed Johnson running baseline. He cannot get it to finish, though, however, as Tyler will take the three from the top of the key, and he'll nail it right there. So 40-36 now, and all of a sudden the three ball's starting to become a little bit of life here for the Lynx.
Yeah, it's definitely something we need to, I wouldn't say lean on, but it's something we can definitely rely on because we were just going strictly to the basket, but now it's good to have a nice little three-point game to go along with it.
As Williams can't take or hit the jumper right there. Here come the Lynx back the other way. Johnson to Latham Jr. in the left side corner. He'll pull from downtown. No good, though, however, as Jones pulls the board down here for the Bees. 40-36 lead here for the Lynx as we're under 3 minutes to play now here in this one. Meeksky hands it off to Williams. To the right wing now. And Kamerchek to the top of the key now. And Konensky. Tyler trying to get a hand in on that one, but he tips it out of bounds. They were trying to find Williams there. They'll throw it back in here with 12 seconds on the shot clock, as it looks like Scholes and Portwood both coming back in here for St. Ambrose, along with Montez Crumble in the game here for L.J. Johnson. Here comes John Kerr as well for Konensky. So Turner, Crumble, Powell, Tyler, and Latham Jr. on the floor here for the Lynx, as St. Ambrose set to inbound. They throw it down low to Kerr. Looks like Jones, and he'll knock down the three from the left side corner, and he's hit about 2 or 3 of those here already in this first half. Definitely going to have to do a better job running him off the line.
Yeah, you got to get him off the line. He's made a couple, like he said, so you just cannot give him any breathing room. You got to suffocate him on the perimeter.
Crumble now with it at the top of the key. Bounce pass one to the left wing here for Tyler. Give and go with Scholes, who is defending him. He'll take a step back to the left. Takes a mid-range jumper, no good. Turner did not get the ball, pull down the board right there. 40-39 lead still for the Lynx. So they lead by 1. Under 2 minutes to play now in this first half. Scholes looking for the right wing in Portwood. Portwood gets a screen from Kerr, goes to the left of it, back to Kerr. He'll take the three, though, however, no good, though, as Turner pulls down the board. Here comes Tyler on the outlet. To the right side corner for Latham Jr. in transition. No, as Scholes with another rebound here for the Bees.
Clayton Jr., I mean, he couldn't miss the last game that we played, but now he's getting open looks, just still can't seem to hit any of them, but I'm sure those shots will come sooner or later.
Maybe he's trying to save them all for the second half this time.
Hopefully.
I hope so, too. 40-39 as that one's tipped out of bounds there by Crumble. It'll stay with the Bees. And Jones set to throw it in on the sideline. To Mieske. Again, once guarded by Crumble. Gets a screen from Kerr. As Mieske has it poked away by Tyler. We'll see who it was off of last. They will say Mieske there in this one. As, again, good sportsmanship shown by Coach Lepp, helping him up here as he went flying right into us. Adams still trying to help pick up some of the pieces here as they do inbound it to Trayvon Tyler. Minute 13 to go. Lynx lead by 1. Turner now with it. He sees a lane trying to drive in, but took one too many steps there in this one. Otherwise, it would have been a good play from J.J. Turner. Trying to argue his case, though. Adam, what did you see?
Yeah, it was close, but I think the official kind of got it right there. He kind of said he did a little Euro step, but, if you don't do them properly, they look a little awkward, and that's when they get called to travel.
And they called one right there on Turner. Under a minute to play now, 40-39. Portwood trapped with it near midcourt. As now Scholes has it on an interesting pass there from Mieske. But Scholes trying to feed it down low to Kerr. It was kicked by J.J. Turner, so it'll stay once again here with the Bees. 20 seconds on the shot clock. About a 25-second difference between shot clock and game clock as of right now. Portwood set to throw it in underneath their own basket. Throw it into Kerr. He's trying to give and go with Powell. He goes right up through contact. No good, but he gets his own miss. Count the basket and the foul this go around as he will go to the line to complete a three-point play.
John Kerr he couldn't be stopped right there. That's a grown man's move. Just goes right over Powell and Turner, really. He's fighting for the rebound against both of them, and then just goes straight up, right strong to the basket, and gives Powell, makes him pick up another foul.
As he knocks down the free throw right there, here comes Tyrone Wright back into the contest for Powell. And I couldn't agree with you more here in this one. Initially, Powell had it blocked and had good positioning, but even better positioning by Kerr to find his way back to the rim.
Yeah, Powell started off great, but just he didn't finish the defensive play. That's really all it was. You got to come up with the rebound, and that's really all you can do.
Tyler with a step back three from the right wing, no good. As Tyrone Wright blocked his man out to where he had an open lane, instead took the three. Can't get it to go. And shot clock and game clock separated by about a second and a half, so it could be the final possession here if they can run the clock all the way down. 42-40 lead here for the Bees. Also might have the last possession. Portwood with it on the right wing. Now back to Scholes near the top of the key. 6 seconds on the shot clocks. As Scholes now with it, he picks up his dribble, Crumble all over him, down low to Kerr, wide open as the shot clock expires. No, Turner with the rebound, but no time to even get a shot off here in this one. 42-40 lead here for the Bees of St. Ambrose. They led at halftime over in the Jack D. Nutt Arena too. So again, this game could get interesting. In this one, they obviously led by a lot more. I believe it was 11 that they led at halftime over in the Jack D. Nutt Arena. Now just 2 here in their home floor in the Lee Loman Arena. Adam, what did you see though in that first half? The Lynx really could do a lot better in the second.
We played well. I think, we played a pretty good half by our standards, but really we couldn't get in a groove. That's really all it was. We couldn't get anything to flow together. It seems like we had little short bursts where we could do no wrong, but then other times we just looked real sloppy, real ugly out there, real ugly basketball. So we just need to form it all together and just make one nice half really for us.
Couldn't agree with you more here in this one. 42-40 is our score here at halftime. However, though, what do you expect out of the Bees in this coming out into the second half? Why do you think that their performance may not be up to standards where their coach may want it?
They're coming away with some empty possessions, and they usually get a couple good looks from the perimeter, and if they don't hit, it's a poor possession. But you got to convert on those open shots if you're the Bees, and I'm sure that's what they're really gonna they're really going to harp on there in the locker room. They got to capitalize on the opportunities we give them.
And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, though, however, we'll have stats and analysis coming your way. So, again, don't go anywhere. However, though, the Lynx trail at halftime here to St. Ambrose, who we knew it was going to be a dogfight here in this one. And so far, the first half, it is 42-40 lead here for the Fighting Bees of St. Ambrose in Davenport, Iowa. Don't go anywhere as you guys are listening to Lincoln College basketball right here on 89X.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. We've got more food than we know what to do with in this country, yet 17 million kids in America are struggling with hunger. Makes no sense. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Hey, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America in your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, listen up, maggots, because I got something to say that you need to hear. It's for every man 18 through 25. You want to live in my United States? Then you've got to register with Selective Service. Fact is, you must register before you can qualify for student loans, most federal jobs, or job training. So go online at sss.gov or go to any post office. Wait a minute. You did it already? Outstanding! You've earned my respect. Hoorah!
Our military service members volunteer to protect us in the most dangerous places around the world. They step up. And when they are severely ill or injured, returning to their families is only the beginning of their long road home. Wounded Warrior Project provides these brave men and women whatever they need to continue their fight for independence at no cost for life. So now it's time for a grateful nation to step up. Join us at findwwp.org.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom now.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but Miss Araceli, she gave me direction.
At age 47, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Okay, Sarah, I'm dropping you at Emily's, and Josh, you're going to soccer, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and by the way, when I pick you up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
No! Yep, me and my short shorts doing my daddy dance. Your friends will love it.
No!
Well, I might change my mind if you buckle your seatbelts.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Whatever it takes, keep them safe. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
I want to thank my mommy for loving me so much, for taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot,
for leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. We've got more food than we know what to do with in this country, yet 17 million kids in America are struggling with hunger. Makes no sense. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Hey, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, listen up, maggots, because I got something to say that you need to hear. It's for every man 18 through 25. You want to live in my United States? Then you've got to register with Selective Service. Fact is, you must register before you can qualify for student loans, most federal jobs, or job training. So go online at sss.gov or go to any post office. Wait a minute. You did it already? Outstanding! You've earned my respect. Hoorah!
Our military service members volunteer to protect us in the most dangerous places around the world. They step up. And when they are severely ill or injured, returning to their families is only the beginning of their long road home. Wounded Warrior Project provides these brave men and women whatever they need to continue their fight for independence at no cost for life. So now it's time for a grateful nation to step up. Join us at findwwp.org.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom now.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but Miss Araceli, she gave me direction.
At age 47, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. We've got more food than we know what to do with in this country, yet 17 million kids in America are struggling with hunger. Makes no sense. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Hey, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America in your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, listen up, maggots, because I got something to say that you need to hear. It's for every man 18 through 25. You want to live in my United States? Then you've got to register with Selective Service. Fact is, you must register before you can qualify for student loans, most federal jobs, or job training. So go online at sss.gov or go to any post office. Wait a minute, you did it already? Outstanding! You've earned my respect. Hoorah!
Welcome back to Davenport, Iowa, home of the Fighting Bees. Here in this one, we're set to go here for this second half as your Lynx trail 42-40 here to the Fighting Bees of St. Ambrose in this one. Again, Adam, before we go there any further, I know McGee doesn't want me to, but I'm going to say it anyway. Hopefully your popcorn as your halftime snack not only energizes him, but energizes the rest of this team, too, since he had to come over here and snag some.
Yeah, he said he needed that halftime snack that he was missing it so bad. So hopefully it can energize the team a little bit.
Maybe that's exactly what they were missing as well, a little bit of energy in that first half. Didn't quite see that run-and-gun type of Lynx team that we're so used to seeing here in this one, but Lynx are a better second-half team, except for the game the other night, just because they already put up 66 in the first half. It kind of went cold from there, but they're going to have to do something like that. Maybe not 66, but they're going to have a good second half here if they want to kind of come away with a victory here in this one.
Yeah, they got to do something different. They got to try to maybe change up the defense just a little bit, try to shut them down a little more. You know, we're giving them open shots, but sometimes we're overplaying the three. That's letting, trying to think of his name here. They're letting Kerr work down low along with Allen. Both had 7 points in that first half. But Jalen Jones, the shooter, he had 11 in that first half, went 3 for 4 from the three-point line. So definitely someone we got to look out for on the offensive end for them.
And really only took one other shot other than that. I don't believe it was a mid-range jumper as well. It wasn't anywhere close. And he's got some size on him, Jalen Jones does. Let's switch things over, though, to the Lynx. However, 2 players in double figures. But the one that really kind of stands out to me the most, we know Trayvon is one of them. Didn't really have a quiet first half, or had a really quiet first half there. He mentioned it, 3 for 11 here right before the break. However, though, but LJ Johnson with 13 leading scorer, but not playing. He's got as many points as he does minutes.
Yeah, he's playing. He's scoring pretty much every time he's out on the floor, and that's all. LJ's a pure scorer, and he can do that as well. You can see how he's frustrated not getting as many minutes as he'd like. He only played 13 minutes, like you said, so just over half of that first half, and we saw LJ. He's a starter for this team, so I think you got to play him just a little more minutes, definitely in the second half.
One thing, though, looking at the stat sheet, though, however, the Lynx are doing well is they're forcing turnovers.
Yeah.
St. Ambrose has 11 to the Lynx 4. However, though, one thing that really stands out to me, though, is the fact that St. Ambrose, they're moving the basketball. They got 10 assists to our 6. So you can kind of see where that's evening out here just a little bit.
Yeah, and they're out rebounding us 24-14. So definitely need to improve there in the second half. But we did go 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So now it's shooting a little better than we usually do. But, only 43% from the field. So definitely got to clean that up just a little bit.
And the Lynx look like they're going to come out with a little bit of pressure here in this one as they throw a lob down low to Kerr to Allen, who makes Powell leave his feet. And then he puts it up and in as St. Ambrose scores on the first possession here of the second half. 44-40. Crumble, Tyler, Johnson, Latham Jr. and Powell on the floor as he'll bounce past one down low to Powell, working on the right side of the lane. And we're going to have an offensive foul going against the Lynx here in this one. And they're going to say Julian Powell with a little push off there at him. again, none of the team liked it here in this one. I didn't really care for it. What did you think?
It was definitely a weak offensive foul. I don't know about that one at all. I mean, he's kind of flustered right there, and rightfully so. That's his third foul, and they said he kind of hit Kerr underneath the belt, but I didn't see much. Kerr does come out of the game because he does seem to be kind of shaken up after that last play, but still, if anything, it's a defensive foul, kind of a push-off.
And it looks like he's holding his right ankle in that one. We'll have more updates for you on that one, but that's their star player, so I know Julian Powell might be frustrated, but might have done something to benefit the Lynx here in this one as they cannot get that one to go. Allen has Latham Jr. 2. Tyler they're going to say that it was on the floor. However, though, Tyler did make it, though. And that's going to put him, or they're going to inbound off the floor instead here of putting him at the free throw line. Adam, what did you see, though?
Yeah, they're trying to say that he did say, one of the refs said and one, and the other one said on the floor, so they're kind of deciding right now. They're saying, his motion for and one was him saying on the floor, so yeah, definitely a different play that Trayvon thought they were running. LJ Johnson for 3, no good. Good tip in there from Darnell Latham Jr. Just right place at the right time.
And I could not see who that one was. Again, that's why Adam is over here, because Coach leapt back and forth. I think he just loves to stand in front of the shorter guy than the taller guy. But, it's okay. I'll find a way to see somehow in this one, because Marichek now with it to the top of the key here in Kaczynski, as J.J. Turner and the rest of this Lynx bench wanted to travel. Don't get one, though. Allen down low. Working on Tyler. He has it poked away right into the hands of Tyler. And then there's a foul 90 feet away from the basket. And I believe that's a good call there. Allen doesn't like it, though, however, but it was the right call.
Yeah, that's the third foul on Allen now, so you got to go right at him here on the offensive end for the Lynx. Try to get him that fourth. He's pretty much one of their main scorers for down low, so you got to go right at him. Try to just get him in foul trouble here.
Like you said, he is staying in the ball game. We'll see if they can here in this one. He looks like he's guarding Latham Jr. Instead, now he's got Johnson. Johnson trying to drive into the paint. He loses control of it. And then we'll say off of St. Ambrose, says the official on the sideline, not the one on the baseline. So the Lynx will take it. However, though, as they still trail by 2, 44-42, as Allen checks out of the ball game. Latham Jr. set to inbound underneath the Lynx basket. Goes to the right corner here for Turner. Turner trying to drive in. Turn around right hand, fade away. No, just a bit long as Johnson poked it away from Miski, but he'll regain control here, and here comes St. Ambrose the other way. Now, Kaczynski sets a screen there as he goes to the corner here for Scholes. Scholes picks up his dribble driving baseline, but throws it right into the hands of L.J. Johnson, trying to feed Miski in the opposite corner. Crumble now going coast to coast, has it blocked, though, by, looks like Kazmarchek, but they will call a late blocking foul to send Crumble to the line.
I'm surprised they call it like a blocking foul. Really, it should just be kind of like a shooting foul just on the arm, but no one really tried to set a charge or anything like that. So, yeah, it's still a foul's a foul, but, I'd like to see that if they really keep track of that kind of stat, like that specific type of foul, because really nothing blocking-wise was really in that play.
Crumble cannot hit the first one here in this one, but he did have a solid game the other day, getting some big minutes. 7 points, 4 rebounds for Montez Crumble, along with a couple assists in that contest. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but he's in there for more defense than he is offense. So for him to come out with 7 and 4, not a bad game for Crumble.
Yeah, and he hit a couple big threes later. He hit. I know I can think of one just off the top of my head to kind of in someone's eyes. So it's really good to see him kind of blossom into that offensive star that we kind of need him to be, if other guys don't have that going for us.
Jones knocks down a 3, little hesitation there, but couldn't get it to, or does finally get it to go in that one. Again, we talked about he was leading the way for the Bees in the first half. Good start for him in the second. 47-43 now, 17 minutes remain here in the ball game in this Lee Lohman Arena. Tyler has at the top of the key, thought about a 3, instead just kind of dribbling right behind Turner as he drives right side lane to Turner. Turner for 3, and he knocks it down. J.J. Turner doesn't take much, but when he does, he knocks him down.
Yeah, I think you said he's shooting, 45% from the three-point line. So, yeah, when he takes them, he makes them. So, you gotta D him up out there. Turner pokes the ball loose.
Does come up with, like you said, a loose ball right there, but it goes right into the hands of Coach Leppin. You got to like how, again, Miski boxed him out, trying not to let him get that, as Jones set to throw it in too. Looks like Smerachek. And you don't realize sometimes how actually much taller these guys are sitting on the floor as we sit way up high. And Kazmarczyk to Miski just on the right wing, and he'll knock down the three. 50-46 now. Here come the Lynx rather quickly. Tyler in the left side corner trying to give it back to L.J. Johnson. He wasn't paying attention, though, as Miski got ran over, but they're going to say it was off of him as it went back the other way. Very close call here in this one, as a lot of the fans giving some Tyler an earful here. And that's not something you want to start doing with number 2 and Trayvon Tyler. Actually may make him play a little bit better.
Yeah, probably will make him play a little bit better. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he takes a shot right here.
As Latham Jr. will take it. No good. Short off the front of the rim and out. Here for the Lynx. They trail by 4. 50-46 here as Latham Jr. with Miski is denied as he drives into the paint. Denied, though, by Turner. It'll stay with St. Ambrose, though, however, with 21 on the shot clock. Looks like Jones might have been taking it out instead. Now, looks like, I believe, Scholes will take it. Inbound underneath their own basket. They go right into Jones, and he'll slam it home for a first slam sandwich of the ball game, and that's not exactly what the Lynx had drawn up there.
Yeah, it's just a wide open dunk. No one was really in front of him, and surprised he kind of got up that quickly. It was a very quick dunk there for Jones.
Turner down low, trap, up and under move, no good. And one of the 3-second call didn't get one. Johnson almost pulls down the board. Now, again, Kazmarczyk to Miski. He drives baseline, kicks it back out to Jones. Almost had it stolen away. Instead, he does by Crumble. Here comes Tyler and Crumble on the fast break. Tyler with an up and under move. He can't get it to go. Johnson with an offensive rebound. Put back. This one is in. And now Coach Lepp will take his first timeout here of the ball game, as it's now 52-48. Again, we'll stay right here. Seems like the Lynx, they tried to come out with a little bit of a different mindset. They tried to trap right off the start. You're seeing a much run-and-gun type of offense here after a made basket by St. Ambrose. Adam, what are your thoughts here in the first 5 minutes of this second half?
It seems like we're coming out with a little bit more intense defensive strategy. We're getting a lot more hands in the passing lane. It seems like we're going for a lot more steals. We're just trying to hook the ball loose as much as we can, but we're getting kind of lazy on the offensive end. A lot of, just too many empty possessions down here, and it's really costing us right now.
It sure is. Again, you can hear a lot of different ways. They want to foul one way, they want to foul the other way. I know it's part of the game here, but so far, I believe these officials, they're letting them play here a little bit. What are your thoughts on the officials here tonight?
You know, if they're letting them play, we got to play that to our advantage. You know, we're a very physical basketball team, and, you know, if they're going to let us play, that makes us play even better. So we got to use it to our advantage.
Will be St. Ambrose basketball coming out of the timeout. Right before that, Kerr goes to the scores table, so he'll check in at the next whistle. St. Ambrose leads 52-48 as Kernensky now with it at the top of the key. Hands it to Williams to the left wing. And Kazmarczyk down low to Jones. Jones turn around, right-hand hook, just a tad too strong as Tyler pulls down the board in front of Kernensky. Here comes Tyler to Latham Jr. He drives baseline, up and under move, high off the glass, and Latham Jr. got that one to go.
The nice move there from Latham Jr. Just going right at the defense. Finishing, he's very acrobatically avoiding the defense there. Going to get the nice touch, though, on the layup.
52-50 now. Jones with it. He's guarded very closely by L.J. Johnson just to the left of the top of the key as he goes to Kernensky. Now to Miski. He has it poked away, but regains control. 9 seconds on the shot clock now for the Bees as he's out by midcourt. Crumble with some great defense there. He's trying to drive in, give and go with Kernensky, and they're going to have a holding call on Montez Crumble here in this one. As some of the fans even getting involved here.
Yeah, that's a rough foul right there. I don't know about that one. It's physical defense. You know, why did they wait so late to call it if they're going to call it? Because he's playing it the same, literally the whole entire play, playing the exact same kind of defense. So why do they call it so late like that?
And I couldn't agree with you more here on that one. Here comes the double team on Kerr. Out to Harvey in the corner who just checked in for three, and he knocks it down. And that's what gets Coach Lepp frustrated right there, is just because of the fact that they can't get the break that they were so desperately looking for. And then L.J. Johnson trying to outlet one to Latham Jr., trying to go quickly. He had the break, however, though, too high of a pass, and it's out of bounds going back to the Bees.
I mean, it was a decent pass, but this, I think, Jr. is kind of lost between whether he needs to dribble it or just kind of go up for a layup and just completely forgot about catching the ball.
As Misi was denied, though. Kerr with an offensive rebound, though, however, and he gets it right back, and he's fouled. They will say it was on the floor, though, however. And they're going to put that one on Montez Crumble as well. So 2 quick fouls here for Crumble in a couple minutes, as that's now the team's third, as Julian Powell coming back into this ball game here for the Lynx.
It's a good look for the Lynx. They got to get more rebounding out there. Just cannot give up offensive rebounds to this team because they're going to kill us in the glass if we keep letting them.
He is going to have to be careful, though. However, Powell does have 3 as that ball's tipped right as they try to find Jones, but it goes right into the hands of Kerr, and he'll lay it up and in off the glass. Too easy here for the Lynx, or for the St. Ambrose right now underneath their own basket. Junior now bounce passes one down low to Powell. Powell with that mid-range 10-foot jumper from the baseline. No good, as it's a little off there, and this one comes the Bees back the other way. Williams now, he's off on as well, but Kerr, offensive rebound, no. Ball's tipped into the hands of J.J. Turner. He's now trying to push the pace. Bounce pass one to Tyler. Give and go with Latham Jr. They had the fast break as a 3-on-1. Instead, Jr. goes back out to the corner. They don't get anything right now. Latham Jr. now trying to drive in, and we have a foul on the floor. This time, you can see Lep wanted one initially, didn't get it, but then the second go around, he gets one put on Williams.
Yeah, but it all goes back. Trayvon Tyler just got to take that layup right there. He was wide open there. He very easily kind of finished it, but he decided to pass it out and get like Darnell Latham Jr. kind of going here, but Jr. just wasn't ready for the pass at all. He's expected Trayvon to just take the layup, but completely just not expecting that pass at all.
He was actually backing up. There's the lob. Count the basket and the foul as Tyler goes right over the head of Harvey. So he'll pick up his second, team's 5th here for the Bees. And once again, Tyler at the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, with the Lincoln lob, as Nick called it earlier in the game. I've never heard someone call it like that before, but
you like it though.
Yeah, it's very typical. It's the play that we run a lot coming out of bounds like that, and it worked right there and got the foul too.
We're going to see it eventually. Cannot get the free throw to go, though, however. 57-52 lead here for the Bees. Just over 13 minutes remain here in this second half. Harvey trying to answer for his mistake. A high-arcing 3, and he knocks it down right there. Back to an 8-point lead here for the Bees. Johnson to Turner. Turner trying to drive in. Left side lane goes right off the glass, but he cannot. Powell is there. He can't finish. But now we're going to have an over and back called on Julian Powell, and that's now his 4th here in this one. So he's going to have to take a seat here for a little bit.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to sit maybe till like the 5-minute mark. I'd say that'd be probably smart just to keep him out of foul trouble. You got Tyrone Wright back in this ball game along with Montez Crumble. So you got one big in there. He's got to carry the rebounding load, really, for this Lynx team.
60-52 lead here for the Bees. 12:45 remain here. And this one, as Adam was saying, about the 5-6 minute mark here in this contest. That's going to be about 7 minutes from now the next time we see Julian Powell, as he gets it back over to Allen. Allen and the Bees trying to drive in, and we have an illegal screen going against John Kerr, and I would have to agree with that one. They're going to call it earlier in this contest. They're going to call it again right here.
Yeah, they called it really early on Julian Powell, and they call it again right there on John Kerr. So, yeah, like you said, just keeping it fair. That's, I think, probably one of the more obvious calls you can get, because Eldridge Johnson was right there defending him, and all of a sudden just kind of just blown out of the water, just almost falls down. So I think it was the right call.
And Tyler getting a little earful from the crowd as Johnson now with it on the left wing. He'll drive in, kicks it out to Wright. Wright thought about a 3. He can make those a time or two as Johnson now on the left wing. Here comes the double team trying to give and go, but he's going to be called for a traveling violation here in this one. And the official on the sideline was the one that called it. He's asking for an explanation from the other official, and he is kind of like, I don't really know. So it didn't really get what he wanted to hear.
Yeah, it was close. I don't know about that. I don't think it really was a travel. If anything, it could have been maybe a double dribble or a carry, but not a travel.
The Bees coming back the other way. Allen with a good spin move to his left. Cannot get the shot, but however, does get bailed out on a foul right there on Tyrone Wright. So that will put his first, only the team's 5th. And the one thing I did want to go back to is that was only John Kerr's first foul as well.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job banging down low and not picking up the foul. I mean, Julian Powell didn't really score that much in that first half. He had 7 points and 4 rebounds. But, I mean, John Kerr was playing really smart defense, and he's getting really good position down low to get as many rebounds as he can.
Allen missed the first. Does have one more free throw coming. He goes behind the back before he shoots. Every free throw shooter has their signature thing, their superstition that they want to do. This time he does get it in, as it's 61-52 now. Harvey trying to steal the inbounds. Tyler's going for a foul there, as Crumble now has it on the right wing. Back to the top of the key for Johnson. Johnson now trying to drive in. Left side lane, puts one up off the glass. Nothing was called, as it was a wild shot. And here come the St. Ambrose back the other way. Portwood down low to Allen. He's on the baseline, guarded by Wright. To the top of the key now, and Kamerchek to Portwood on the right wing. Thought about a three instead. Down low to Kerr. He's fighting through contact, and he lays it up and in. Maybe should have been a foul there on Latham Jr., but either way, he finishes through contact.
Yeah, and if you're the Lynx, I mean, we got to get something going for us. You cannot keep getting these empty possessions. It's really hurting us both ways. Tyler Wright just going to try to create for himself. Does right there. Nothing is called.
As, again, he cannot get that one to go. Then tips it out of bounds himself, so it'll go back to St. Ambrose here in this one. And if I look across the floor here in this one, this front row starting to chirp their way a little bit in that student section. So that could either really hurt us or it could start getting us going here. But Montez Crumble picks up a reach-in foul as well. So now that's now his third here in this one, as both teams with 16 fouls apiece.
Yeah, Crumble just having a field day out there with those officials. They don't like him. He plays very physical defense, and he can't get anything on the defensive end. He seems like he's playing good. Seems like he's playing good defense every time.
L.J. Johnson will also check out of the ballgame as well. 63-52 lead here for St. Ambrose. It's kind of been basically, if they were to go on a little bit of a run, it's been an 8 or 9 point lead for them majority of this ball game. Like Adam said, it got up to 12-14 early in the contest, but since then has not. Harvey with a shot right there, no good. Turner with the rebound. Tyler now trying to drive into the lane. He puts one up off the glass, can't get it to go. That ball's tipped out of bounds, last touch by St. Ambrose, and I would have to agree with that call, as Freeman did go flying in, however, but it did look like it was off of Kamerchek.
Yeah, it definitely was close, but I think they got it right, like you said, and I think it should say Lincoln ball.
And it does. Latham Jr. inbounds to Turner. Now to Wright. Back out to the top of the key here for Freeman. Freeman with 25 on the shot clock. Time for the Lynx to set up an easy play here for them to just get on the board. As Turner bounce pass down low to Tyler. Tyler to the corner here for Latham Jr. Instead, he drives baseline and lowers the shoulder there, and Portwood steps right in and takes an offensive foul. He's loving it. Same with this crowd as it's going back the other way. The foul going to go on Latham. Again, that's only his first in this contest, but the team's seventh here in this one. And now Coach Leb going to take a full timeout here in this one. He does not like what he's seeing here from his team in this second half. And Adam, can't really blame him for this one right here, can you?
No, definitely not. It's not looking good for us right now, and you can definitely tell that we're just trying to get back in the swing of things. We've started off the half so cold, it seems. I mean, we only scored 10 points in 10 minutes here, so it's been rough to say the least, and just nothing is falling for us. We can't catch a break really on offense or defensive end for fouls. We got a kind of a questionable call down there with Latham Jr., and it seems like our guys are just kind of hanging heads right now.
And that's where I was going to next. You saw coming out, as soon as that timeout was called, you saw the fact that these guys coming down, hanging their heads just a little bit, not liking or agreeing with some of the calls that have been going on them. And I get it. It's frustrating at times. You're on the road. It's a different environment, but you're going to have to be able to find some way to tune all that out here in Davenport, Iowa, and really find a way and rally together to get the job done here tonight, regardless and however that comes about.
Yeah, they got to do whatever they can to win. They really just need to go on a run here, maybe a 10-0 run. That really would help us a lot. It'd still put us down one, but, that'd get us right back into the game.
So coming out of the timeout, it will be Freeman, Latham Jr., Tyler, Tyrone Wright, and J.J. Turner.
We're coming out with a little bit of a on-ball pressure here for the press. See how St. Ambrose kind of handles it here.
He goes right into the hands of Tyler. A 2-on-1 fast break to Freeman, and Freeman's going to be fouled by Kerr. He doesn't agree with it either, but however, that's exactly what the Lynx need to do right there. Get Kerr into some foul trouble, because that's only his second right now.
Yeah, he's definitely a huge part of their offense. So, we did a good job getting Warren Allen in some foul trouble. I think he had 3 fouls, but other than that, you need to get someone else really in some deep foul trouble.
Freeman cannot hit the first free throw in this one. And you can see free throws starting to be a little bit of an issue here in this second half.
Yeah, we missed a few early, and Freeman does get 1 of 2 to go here.
And here comes the full court press yet again by this Lynx team, trying to trap, as Kerr going to have to just get it over the half-court line as he does so. Now Portwood to Allen in the right side corner. 17 seconds on the shot clock. To the top of the key now. It's Kamaricek to Kerr on the left wing. To the left corner now, and Scholes back to Kamaricek, who stands at the top of the key. 63-53 now as that kickball violation goes off of J.J. Turner. So it'll go back here. 20 seconds put on the shot clock as St. Ambrose set to inbound on the sideline.
Yeah, Lynx is need to keep this defensive intensity up. Just do not let them put the ball inside. Make them shoot from the perimeter. I mean, they were killing us from the three-point line that first half, but, they're going to miss a lot more of those than they're going to miss layups. So we got to force them to shoot from the outside rather than the inside.
Allen tries to throw it into Jones, but stolen away by the Lynx yet again. They've done their part as Turner trying to go up with it, and he'll simply lay it up and in on the right side, maybe through contact, as it's 63-55. Now Lynx back within 8.
Yeah, here come the Lynx. That's really what's going on right here. We're just applying a lot of pressure, and it's really working for us as we get another turnover right there.
And I got to like the effort here on the bench, not only from Coach Lepp, but from Coach McGee as well. Trying to find some way to provide a spark from this Lynx team.
Yeah, you can probably hear Coach McGee a little bit more than Coach Lepp. Lepp's kind of more calm about it, but no, you can probably hear McGee through the headset.
Which is sometimes surprising.
Yeah, sometimes surprising. He's usually pretty soft-spoken, but he gets going. He really gets going.
As Wright with it at the top of the key over to Freeman on the right wing, trying to get it down low to Turner. He cannot, though, however. To the top of the key, and Latham Jr. He'll take from downtown. No good there, as Turner might have tipped it back out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say it was off of St. Ambrose here in this one. I think that one was off of Turner, but the Lynx caught a break, a much-needed break right there.
Yeah, they definitely needed a break right there, and they got it.
Somebody behind me saying the Lynx are getting every call. I don't know if I could agree with that one.
I definitely can't agree with that one. I mean, fouls are split 7-7, so, I mean, they're doing something right.
Again, however, though, they haven't played well enough either in this ball game to get some of the calls that he's trying to make a case for. Tyler with it. All right, at the free throw line, trying to drive in. Left side lane, goes right around his man, Dylan Kamaricek, and lays it up and in. I think Lepp might have wanted a foul right there. Again, seems like when we drive into the lane, there's no call. But however, though, you start to see in the second half, they drive into the lane just a tad bit, and they're little itty-bitty fouls. Scholes, give and go with Portwood, back to Scholes, trying to basically give it to Jones, but he's laying on the baseline right there, so that's going to turn the ball back over and give the ball right back to the Lynx. 63-57, 8.5 to play, and we saw, Adam, that yes, they're not having a very good first 10 minutes, but we saw, 32 points in 5 minutes here from this Lynx team. They're very well capable of going on a run here.
Yeah, they definitely are very capable, and we need one of those runs right now.
As Tyler kicks it to the corner for Freeman, no. As Maricek takes the rebound. He'll bounce past one to Scholes right there. It looked like a travel. Nothing was called, though. 63-57. Now just over 8 to play. Maricek now with it. He's at the top of the key. Just going to let this clock just dwindle all the way down as much as he can. 12 seconds now on the shot clock. Hits a screen from Jones to the left wing, and Portwood back to Kamaricek. He's thought about a three. Give and go with Portwood. He'll take the three from downtown. Looks off. It is, as Latham Jr. pulls down the board. Here he comes on the fast break, trying to go coast to coast, and we're going to have an offensive foul. And this one's interesting here in this one because it looked like Miski ran into Portwood, and they called the foul on Latham Jr.
Yeah, it seems like he's the one he Euro'd over and faked the guy out, and he made him collide, and then he was the one that picked up the offensive foul.
And the officials trying to say something right here. Looks like Johnson and Montez Crumble going to check in here for Latham and Freeman, but I think if you're the Lynx, you had a case on that one.
Yeah, and I mean Portwood does come out because he had a little bit of a cut under his eye. He was bleeding quite a bit there, but I think that was really from his own guy. I don't think Latham Jr. really touched him that much.
And I thought the same thing here, but it gives the ball back to St. Ambrose. 63-57, 7.5 minutes remain here in this one. As Harvey down low to Jones. He spins baseline trying to work on L.J. Johnson. Double team, kicks it back out to Mieske. He thought about a three. Over to the corner, and Kamaricek, he'll take it from downtown. No, in and out. Kerr with an offensive rebound. Put back, yes, and foul by Tyrone Wright. Over the back right there, so count the basket and send Kerr to the line for an and one opportunity.
Team foul number 9.
It's only the second foul on Tyrone Wright. You got to be careful, but he's got to just be smarter underneath the basket. He can't swat down like that.
And Julian Powell will check back in here with Tyrone Wright. Interesting move here. Powell with 4 fouls. Coach Lipp going to trust him and put him back into this ball game. Kerr's free throw, nothing but net there. He makes it a 3-point play and is back to a 9-point lead. 66-57 now here for the Fighting Bees. Johnson, Turner. Now Tyler with it on the left wing. He's trying to drive in. The left side, throws up a shot, and there's some contact here in this one. It seems like every foul called against St. Ambrose, everybody wants to argue in this building. But however, though, it does go, I believe, on Kerr. So that's his third, all of them being here in this second half, as that'll put Tyler at the line here for 2 opportunities.
They're saying it's all ball. It was all ball, but the foul happened before the ball was even put up. It was in the motion of shooting a hit in the back. So that's what the foul was called on, not the swat down.
Tyler does make his first. This crowd really letting him know that, trying to be loud enough for him to miss this here as he knocks down a pair. So 66-59 now, still in favor of the Bees, but the Lynx applying a little bit of pressure and starting with that trap. They got about 4 seconds to get it across half court. Jones now with it. He does finally get it across. He's trying to drive all the way in. Stops right just inside the top of the key. This is back out to Mieske. And you see St. Ambrose, they're trying to slow the pace down here a little bit, waste as much time as they can because they know they're not getting a lot of offense going. As Mieske right there throws it in. Turner couldn't get the block. As Crumble now trying to go coast to coast on Williams. Here comes the double team as he finds Turner on the right wing. Back to Johnson. Johnson from the top of the key just inside. No. Rebound there by Williams. Here for St. Ambrose. Here comes the Bees back the other way. Once again, one and done here for Lincoln.
Yeah, we got to get more possessions, and that's really all starts with the offensive rebound. I know Julian Powell's taking it a little easy because he doesn't want to pick up an over and back foul, but he's got to do better, just trying to just get something going for us.
Johnson in the corner for 3, hits all the rim, goes all the way around and drops for L.J. Johnson. That's exactly what they needed right there in this one. Timeout taken here by Coach Lepp. 68-62 with just over 6 minutes remaining here in this one. Now, 6-point lead here, Adam. It's been tough scoring here in this second half against a team that, does a good job on the defensive side of things in St. Ambrose. How does Coach Lepp and get his team to respond here in the next 6 minutes to find a way to come out with a W?
They got to try to get open shots. They can't force anything. You can't come away with these little dribble pull-ups from 30 feet away. It's not going to work. We're not going to come back in the game like that. So you just move the ball as much as you can, get an open shot, maybe get Julian a dunk, really get us going, or even JJ a dunk, or Tyrone a dunk, just anybody, just trying to get us going just a little bit, light a fire under us.
And now, if you're St. Ambrose, you're kind of seeing them slow the pace down here a little bit in this one, but I think what's really giving them trouble is that full court press by the Lynx. What are you seeing out of that, and how can they perfect that just a little bit more?
They need to rotate a little better. I think they're kind of catching us. They're passing really well through it. We forced a couple turnovers out of it, but on the other times, they really just kind of dribble through it. So I think you need to force them to pass, maybe through the middle. Don't let them just dribble right through it.
And again, Julian Powell still out there with 4 fouls. How is he going to have to play here in the next 6 minutes?
Very careful. He's got to play really careful. He cannot afford for him to pick up a 5th foul.
And he's on Williams right now here for St. Ambrose, but they switch off as now he's on Allen. Harvey with it at the top of the key, going to the right wing here for, again, he's guarded by L.J. Johnson. It's at the top of the key in Williams. Down low to Allen. They're working on Powell right now. Back to Williams. Williams, here comes the double with Allen. Allen trying to get it down low to Kerr, but it was tipped out of bounds. They're going to say off of St. Ambrose here in this one, and now the official on the sideline is going to have a quick word here in this one. They're going to talk this one over, and they will say it was off of Trayvon Tyler and the Lynx. I really do believe it was off the Lynx, however, but they almost caught a break there.
Yeah, they almost got the break there. I think it was the right call, like you said. So it looks like we're going to kind of set up in a nice little setup right here. We called it out perfectly.
They try to throw it into Kerr, and Turner is there. He saves it from going out of bounds as well. 68-62, 5.5 to play here in Davenport, Iowa. Turner down low to Powell. He goes up through contact amongst the trees, and he is fouled hard on the play.
Like how you say amongst the trees there, he is the tree.
Well, there's about 3 or 4 St. Ambrose players on him. You almost couldn't get that one up.
Yeah, kind of like the corn, really, around the tree.
There you go.
Around the tree.
There you go. Never said how tall the tree was. Come on now.
Little baby, like little cherry tree, little wood.
We got to have some fun, too, here while we're on the road, as Powell does knock down the first one right here. Maybe that's the spark that they're looking for. Maybe they need to see us laughing here in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure us being calm is really all they're worried about in this game. I think, once we're calm, they're going to start playing better, definitely.
Powell's second free throw knocks down as well. 68-64, back to a 4-point lead here for St. Ambrose. And Coach Lepp fired up here in this one. He wants to stop so desperately bad. They also need one so desperately bad as well. 5:18 remain. Harvey drives baseline, denied though by Julian Powell and to Tyler. Tyler with an all-alone fast break. Portwood is there, but however though, he's not going to foul Trayvon Tyler because he knows that he was going to make it anyway.
Yeah, Julian Powell, with 4 fouls, still going up very aggressive, trying to block a shot, and he does right there. That was spectacular.
Kamaricek now to Allen. Allen trying to drive in, picks up his dribble though, wanted to travel, doesn't get one. As Kamaricek now to Harvey on the right wing. Harvey to Portwood on the left wing, down low to Allen. He's working on Turner. Power dribble stops just as tad to the left as Kerr pulls down an offensive board. Kicks it out to the corner, and Portwood back down low to Kerr, working on Turner. Turn around left hand is just too strong. Here, this one is Turner had to let him have it as it's 70-66. Here come the Lynx back the other way. Johnson from the left wing. He'll knock down the 3, and it's back to a 1-point game. 70-69, 4:20 left to play in this ball game. Here comes that full court press by the Lynx. Now they have all the momentum, and we're going to have a traveling violation here on Harvey for St. Ambrose, and the bench really loving it, especially Coach McGee, along with Adam and I as well. And Lynx only down by 1, now have the ball back.
We got ourselves a game here in Davenport, Iowa. It got real interesting here real quick. It seems like we were kind of out of it there. We were down 11, maybe 12, I think, just like the first half, we were down 11, down 12, and then we cut back into the lead. It seems like we're going to do that once again.
See if the Lynx can take the lead here in this one. They did late in the first half as well, and ended up trailing by 2 at the end of halftime. We'll see if they can hold on this go-around as Turner back out to Tyler. Under 4 minutes to play now, 15 on the shot clock, as Johnson has it same spot from 3 on the right wing. No good, I believe that's Allen who pulled down the board. Here comes St. Ambrose back the other way. They lead by 1. 3:45 to go. Kerr on the right wing, guarded by Powell. And look for Kerr possibly to drive in there on Powell, and he stays outside. Kamaricek now with it on the logo near half court. 70-69, 3:30 to play. Allen, 8 seconds on the shot clock to Jones at the top of the key. He has it poked away, but right into the hands of Kamaricek. Back to Allen at the free throw line. He's trying to drive in on Turner. No good, as that did not hit the rim. And that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Bees. As, again, Ray Shalavin wanted to say that it hit the rim. I don't think it did. And, again, it'll be a shot clock violation. And once again, it's going back to the Lynx.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good defensive play there from Turner, just not allowing him to really throw it up near the rim. It was just a brilliant defensive play there, and just, like you said, comes away with the shot clock violation. So a turnover there for the Bees.
Lynx down by 1, 70-69. Just over 3 minutes left to play. Tyler from the left wing from downtown, no, off the rim, and out as Kerr pulls down the board here for the Bees. Here comes Kamaricek, guarded very closely by Tyler. The Lynx done well at getting their hands in the passing lane. They're going to need to do it right here as well. Jones hands it off to Kamaricek. Tyler looking right at him, saying, "You're not going anywhere, man," as he gives it to Jones. Back to Allen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jones hit a couple threes in the first half. Looking for one here as L.J. Johnson with some good defense. He takes a 3, no good, but Allen right there for the offensive board. It's a fresh 30 here for the Bees.
Yeah, we got to box out right there. We forced him into a bad shot. and we didn't finish the play. It was a great defensive possession up until the box out.
And Kamaricek now on the right wing, guarded very closely by L.J. Johnson, looking for Portwood. Catch and shoot just from the top of the post, and he knocks it down. 72-69 now. Here come the Lynx back the other way. 2:10 remain. Lynx looking for a three. Latham Jr. on the right wing, looking for Tyler down low. Doesn't get him, gets a screen by Powell. Goes to the left of it, drives in, left side lane, puts it up off the glass, and it is in. Now Coach Lepp going to take his 30-second timeout here in this one. He had 3. I believe that'll put him down to 2 here right after this. But it's back to a 1-point game. 72-71, minute 55 to go. Adam, talk me through this next 2 minutes here in this one. What do the Lynx have to do offensively, along with what do they have to do on the defensive side of things?
I mean, defensively, no open shots, nothing. If you have to foul someone, foul someone. It's just you cannot give them anything. You got to make them earn it. But on the offensive end for us, we got to be patient. We cannot. We're down 1 point with 2 minutes left. We got all the time in the world to come back. So cannot force anything. You got to be patient. Try to get a better shot than kind of the shots we've been taking.
And I'd also have to add on the defensive side of things, have to box out.
Yes.
Have to box out. They are doing such a good job of getting an offensive possession. We're now at that moment in the time where you give them an extra 30 seconds, it could be ball game.
Yeah, definitely. It could very well be ball game as soon as you give them an extra possession.
See what they do here coming out of the timeout. 72-71 lead here for the Bees on their home floor. They have the basketball. Minute 40 to go. Down low to Kerr. Give and go with Portwood, and he'll lay it up and in. As Portwood with a late little surge here as he's trying to beat the Lynx for the first time in his career. Being a Lincoln Land Logger over there last year was not their season. 0-9 in the conference went the Loggers, however, but Portwood was the best player on that team. Now on a St. Ambrose team where he's just got to be a role player. He wants to beat this Lynx team rather badly as Turner had it poked out of his hands into the hands of Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He takes a 3 from the top of the key and is fouled hard by Jalen Jones, and it was, I believe, the right call. It was right in front of us here in this one. Adam, the crowd doesn't like it, but what did you see?
I think there definitely was some contact. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore if you don't touch him. If you don't give him room to land, that's a foul. As you can see, he comes up limping. They stepped on underneath his ankle, right? I mean, they stepped underneath his foot right there, so they didn't give him a clear path to land. That's definitely a foul.
And you talk about that just a little bit. Talk about the landing area. It's like you said, it's no longer if you just hit the arm or the hand or the fingertips. It's also if he comes down on top of your foot, that's a foul too.
Yeah, it's kind of a point of emphasis the last couple of years, and it's more just protection of the players. They don't want to come up with twisted ankles, and they don't want these players to be injured. L.J. Johnson gets another free throw to go, does hit the first 2, potentially going to tie this one up. So, yeah, it's a point of emphasis to protect the players. They don't want to come up with turned ankles.
He said he did come up limping just a little bit here in this one as he hits all 3 of them here in this one for L.J. Johnson, as he's had his fair share of moments from the free throw line. And he says he's good here in this one. I just got to come out and make sure he's okay, though. However, we're tied at 74. A minute 10 will remain, at least here in regulation, should I say. As, again, it will be St. Ambrose basketball. Kerr down low working on Powell. You'd expect him to go right after him. Instead, they kind of back it out as Kamaricek now with it. Down once again, bounce pass from 1 to Kerr. To Jones at the top of the key, working on Turner. Allen now has it, trying to get it down low to Tyler, but Tyler has it stolen away. Here come the Lynx. He's got a fast break opportunity. Lob to Powell, and he's going to be fouled hard. Otherwise, Julian Powell would have thrown that down over Jones, and so he had to do the right thing in foul right there. So that's going to send Julian Powell now to the line with 39.9 seconds remain to give the Lynx the lead right here.
Yeah, I think it's a little too flashy of a play right there. I think, he's going to take the layup, maybe get an and-one opportunity. But, still admire Julian Powell going up after that one. Does miss the first one. You got to make one here.
Now here comes Minsky into the ball game here as he'll get Allen. 74-74. Powell has one more free throw coming. Does need one right here. However, the crowd going to do everything they can not to let it happen. But Powell silences the crowd right there with the free throw. 75-74, 38 seconds. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 9 as Tyler, Crumble, Powell, Turner, and Latham Jr. on the floor here for the Lynx. Kamaricek now with it at the top of the key. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock as Turner comes up with the steal right there for the Lynx. He gets it into the hands of Tyler. Shot clock is turned off as St. Ambrose just going to have to foul here in this one, and they foul Trayvon Tyler. So that will send him now to the line for 2 opportunities because the Bees of St. Ambrose are in the double bonus.
Yeah, it was a great play there from J.J. Turner. He knew exactly what they were going to do. They're going to try to feed Allen down low. That's exactly what they tried to do. Or I think, no, it was actually Kerr down low and just goes right around him, just steals the pass beautifully. And that's exactly what he's supposed to do. And he comes up with it right there. That's beautiful defensive possession there from the Lynx.
Tyler hits the first one right here. It's a 2-point lead now for the Lynx and desperately need this last one as well. And he knocks it in. It's a 3-point game. 77-74, 15.9 seconds remain. St. Ambrose needs a 3 to tie. Here we go. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds remain as Turner tips it out of bounds. And last thought it was touched off of Jones, but they do say it was tipped out of bounds by Turner. So they're going to inbound on the sideline with 8.8 seconds remain here in this one as, again, Ray Shalanovan has 5 timeouts to use. He doesn't. Now he finally takes one of them. It had been interesting to see if he did not call a timeout here in these final 15 seconds. I believe he's not going to if it doesn't get batted out of bounds by J.J. Turner. 77-74 lead here for the Lynx on the road in the Lee Lohman Arena here in Davenport, Iowa. They have been trailing all game long. They battle back just to trail again by 11 and 12 in this second half. Come all the way back here with 1:55 to go. And right now, lead by 3 with 8.8 seconds remain. Adam, if you are the Lynx, who do you not want taking this shot?
Well, it's obviously it's Jalen Jones. You can't let him take a shot. I mean, Kerr, he has not shot a 3 yet in this ball game. So if he makes a 3 and ties it up, so be it. You know, you can't foul a jump shooter at all. You got to force him not to take a 3 here, and you definitely cannot even let Jones touch the ball.
Now, I will have to say, obviously no fouls in this situation, but 8.8 seconds remain. If they kind of waste some time here in this one, which St. Ambrose might, about 4 seconds or so, do you foul to put them at the line for 2 shots?
It's definitely, it's a risk if that happens, you know, because, you know, right as soon as Coach Lepp said something to make them foul, they could easily just try to go for a shot, and it'll be 3 free throws. So it's a gamble, but if it comes down to that, you know, yeah, just foul them.
And now Coach Lepp, after he saw how they were going to set up, it was a good timeout taken there by Coach Lepp. He wanted to see what the offense was going to do here, but so he can set up his defense. And yet again, it's a full timeout taken by Coach Lepp. He does have 1 remaining here in this ball game. Again, Coach Shalanovan has 4 remaining in this contest. 8.8 seconds remain. 3-point lead here for the Lynx. Adam, now that Coach Lepp saw the offense come out, what do you think Coach Lepp saw after calling that timeout?
I think he just really wants the opinion of the guys here. I mean, you saw J.J. Turner immediately come over here and say, it's going to be this, or this. You know, he knows what they're going to run, and that's just the smart players that we have on our team. They know exactly what they're going to try to do here, and they got to shut it down before it even happens.
And you talked about it had to be Kerr being the one to take this shot. Also, I mean, you could also give an argument there with Jones, who's hit a couple big threes in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I say Kerr, if you let Kerr shoot a 3, that's fine. But you cannot let Jones really touch the ball right here because he can create so much for himself. Even Portwood can knock down a 3 if he needs to. So you gotta just limit those guys to even touches right here.
See what they do. Again, St. Ambrose comes out of the timeout, waiting for them. Here in this one, they have Kerr just in front of the restricted area inside the paint, as they will have, I believe that's Kamaricek set to inbound. It is Kamaricek, Jones, Portwood, Kerr, and I believe that is Miski out there as well. Look for him to also be a key shooter. They go into Kerr. Give it back to Marichek, who takes the contested 3. No. Portwood tips it back out to Kerr. 3 seconds left. He's going to have to throw up a 3. No. As Jalen Jones almost looked like he tipped it out of his hands. Instead, though, however, the Lynx pull out the win on the road, 77-74 here in this one. And boy, was that a show here, Mr. Hoffman. Here in Davenport, Iowa, the Lynx come all the way on the road. It was a very shaky start to this ball game as it started with a backcourt violation yet again. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before in my life until today, but you could just see how it did not go the Lynx way all day until the final 2 minutes of this ball game where they capitalized the best here in this one and they pull out a 3-point victory.
Yeah, that was definitely it was a huge game for us to win. That was our game really to lose, really. It seems like St. Ambrose really wanted this game, and you could definitely tell that we didn't really come ready to play there at the beginning, but we come away with a win here, and that's a good win for this program.
It is a big win here for the program as well. That 6-game winning streak bumped it up to 7 and also put 21 wins on the season now here for Coach Lepp's squad here in this one. Thank you so much here for the stats in this one. Adam, we'll take a quick look at that real quick. What did you see?
LJ Johnson, 24 points. That's really, he led the way for us. I mean, Draymond Tyler right behind him with 20 points. So definitely huge minutes from our starters and big numbers for our starters as well. So it was a great all-around game. We had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures for the Lynx. So it was an all-around win. We got out-rebounded by 20 and still pull away with a win right here, 46-26, final rebounding stats.
And 77-74 is the final here in this one. That's going to do it all here for us. Again, the next broadcast will be Friday night. Again, that'll be a Lincoln College men's volleyball game against Culver Stockton. Here now, and I believe that game will start at 7 o'clock. So tune in for that as well as they won on banner night. Again, the next Lincoln men's broadcast, basketball broadcast, men's and women's, I should say, will be right here on WLNX on Saturday when we travel up even farther to Wisconsin to take on Silver Lake College. And now and again, trying to look for the season sweep in that series as well. They get the job done here today against St. Ambrose. Take the series as well, 2-0. 77-74 was your final. Again, thank you, Vera, for board hopping back at the station. He's Adam Hoffman. I'm Nick Jackson, and we will see you guys Friday night right in the Jack D. Nutt Arena.